We're here at Me and Dee charity with Maria Hanson.
Hello.
Right, what sort of help do we need?
We need quite a lot of help. There's a bit of a myth around the medals that have been won for the charity. I got the MBE because we've helped over 2,000 families in 10 years. People think that we're in an absolutely lovely office, that we've got celebrities helping, that we've got a big team. The actual fact of it is that we're in the back of a garage with a big hole in the roof that's leaking in water. I have Jackie who comes in part-time to help. We've got 4 or 5 volunteers who can help on the day at events because they have full-time jobs and families as well. So the perception is very different to the actual real thing. We'll be given 100 holidays this year at £200 each, or the expenses of running the caravans. And even though the office expenditure is minimal, that's why we've moved into this garage, that still has to be covered. So Me and Dee is a charity, the Maria Hanson Foundation, and the charity has 2 caravans. So one of those is Me and Dee's Den, and that's for families facing very short futures together. Very often having a last holiday at the British seaside, including a beach hut. So instead of thousands of pounds going to Disneyland and all the sights and wonderful things you see, that's a fantastic holiday. This is family time on the beach, playing together, crying together, whatever it is, making memories. Every family gets a memory box to put sand and shells and everything in. And then our second caravan is Daz's Den. The criteria for the charity is life-threatening, life-limiting, facing a short future. Daz's Den is named after my friend Darren and Frank's son Darren, who sadly took his life. He'd been in the army for 13 years. That enabled me to cover military holidays as life-threatening. Obviously, a lot of the injuries that the military have, amputations, burns, are life-threatening at the time that they have them. So we're able to incorporate that. So, as I say, it's Me and Dee's Den for families facing short futures, and Daz's Den for the military with any emotional and physical injury, and that's the setup of the charity.
That must keep you very busy.
It does. It does. We don't have a fundraiser and fundraising team. To have a fundraising team, we would need to have a volunteer coordinator, and that would be a great job for somebody with a day a week or half a day a week on the hands, who is experienced in fundraising but also experienced in coordinating a team of fundraisers and setting that up.
I believe you've got a couple of events coming up. So there's the ball.
We have the corporate ball on July the 2nd at the iPro Stadium at Derby County. A great array of entertainment on the night. We're just sending out all the tickets for that. Again, we don't have any events volunteers or events people in the office to help with that. And then October the 29th is our biggie. That's our 10th birthday anniversary ball. We've still got lots of tickets left for that. That is at the Hilton, St George's Park. A great array of entertainment on that night, a few surprises, lots of quirky things. Because we help the military and we'd like some of those military that we've helped to be at the ball, we've set up a scheme where we've had one lady, for example, that's put £1 a week in a pot. So for £50 you can sponsor a hero to attend that ball. You're covering the price of his ticket. For £100 that's a hero and his wife or partner or carer or a friend. And then for £225 that enables them to stay at the Hilton overnight and have a real lovely treat.
So how can people fundraise for you?
There's lots of ways to help. So initially, if we start at the top end of the scale, the holidays are £200. So companies, scout groups, schools, anybody at all can raise £200 over a year. If you give up a cup of Costa coffee a week and use that cup to put the money in, that actually equates to £200 at the end of the year. So if we had 100 groups, people, companies who raise £200 each, that would actually cover the cost of the holidays as easy as that. Companies with corporate social commitment who want to raise money for a charity and want to see exactly where the money goes, not into a bottomless pit. They can actually equate £200 as a holiday, and there's beach hut hire. So down from £200 for a holiday to £10 for the grocery pack, we can show exactly where people's money goes, which I think is a great benefit in this day and age. In terms of office volunteers, that needs to be somebody who's experienced in admin. We don't pack bags and that sort of thing here. It's experienced admin staff. So, for example, it might be somebody who worked in an office at quite a good level. The children have gone back to school and they need 6 months of work on their CV before they apply for jobs. The one thing that I absolutely love is somebody who's got experience of filling in forms. So that could be somebody retired that was an accountant, somebody with a good knowledge of form filling, because there's a lot of benefit to be had from form filling. There's a lot of grants out there that I simply don't have time to fill the forms in. So somebody who just thinks, oh, I'll have a go at that while I'm having my coffee. It's a bit of a challenge. You might not get something, but you might. So that's the sort.
A bit more time up for you.
Yes, yeah. We're looking for a group of Me and Dee angel volunteers. That's what our volunteer group will be called, except that we haven't got the volunteer group. Right. And we would ask that people take a collection box and put it in their local cafe, pub, hairdressers, wherever, and 3 months later, or whatever the time scan, the boxes are sealed, they bring it back to us. Now, if we could get 100 Me and Dee collection pot angels that went out, all over the Midlands and put one of those out, even if they got £10 back, that would equate to a lot of money. People can put on cake bakes, fairs, anything like that, and raise the money. It's the end of the year, and a lot to celebrate for still, after all the difficulties with my health. And in January we had to shut down half of the charity, which was devastating at the time, but you pick yourself up and you work in a different way. So I think to get to 10 years is incredible, fabulous. So
how would they get in touch with you?
They can go onto the website, which is www.mariahansonfoundation.org.uk. They can ring the office, which is 01332 297 011, or they can email events@mariahansonfoundation.org.uk, and we'd love to hear from them.
In the light of what we've just heard, I hope there are people that will come forward and help the good cause.